Hello everybody, this is Peter Tusick from Humanware coming at you with another snapshot tutorial video. And this one is on zipping and unzipping, and really we're going to be unzipping files in this video. But how do we extract zipped files? This has been something that has been asked for a long time on the BrailleNote Touch Plus, and a lot of times we receive zipped files, and I'm going to demonstrate with a file I downloaded from NLS Bard, but you certainly will be able to unzip or extract files with the new version of KeyFiles. What I want to do though is, and I'm located in the file manager, and I'm going to show how we're going to do this, but first, when we extract, it's very important that we create a folder prior to extracting, that we create a folder with the name of what we want to extract. And what I mean by that is I have a music piece downloaded by Frédéric Chopin. I believe it's Opus 20. And what I've done is on my storage drive, I've created a folder called Chopin Music. So I have a Chopin Music folder that we can hear here.
Some Chopin Music folder.
And the reason why I've done that is when we extract, we're not going to create a new folder in that process. We'll just do it beforehand. So if you need a refresher on how to create folders, I would strongly encourage you to take a look at the creating and managing folders video that I've done on this new version of KeyFiles. Once you have created the folder that we want to extract our zip archive to, what we're going to do is we're going to locate our file. Now I have downloaded a file from NLS Bard, and it's a music piece, so any BRF or Braille books we download from Bard are zipped. So it's a great example of how we can unzip those books. I'm going to come into the downloads folder. That is where my zip archive is. I'm going to press D to move to downloads.
Some Detroit Documents download folder.
And I'm going to press enter here to open my downloads folder.
Keysoft_up.
Now I'm in the downloads folder. When you download Braille music or Braille files, usually, and it just depends on the book number, but this is going to be BR dash blah blah blah. And it will say branch because the TTS doesn't understand what I've downloaded, but I've downloaded a Braille music book, so BR dash something. I'm going to press the letter B until we find the zip file here.
Bear.zip branch Chopin _Frederick 1 single quote Scherzo pour piano _op 20 _ minor BRM 28088 zip 106.
So we hear the name of the file, and it got pretty jumbled by the TTS because it doesn't speak very good German. In this case, I think this came from the French library. It's a Scherzo pour piano, which you can please forgive my pronunciation of that. But we hear that it's a zip archive. It's a zipped folder. This folder has been zipped, and maybe we get these via attachments, or in this case, I downloaded this from Chrome. I'm going to press enter to open this up. We need to open the zip folder. So let's press enter.
28,088 BOF 1.80 kilobits.
And the first file we see is a BOPF file, which isn't very applicable here. Now, depending on what you have, it's really going to determine how you handle this, but we need to mark all of the files prior to unzipping. In this particular book, there's only one volume, so I need to find the BRF file here. An easier way could be you can just mark all files. So to mark all, if I open the context menu, I see the command to mark all as being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with enter. Again, you can get to your context menu by pressing space with M. If you mark all of your files, let's say you have 7 files that are zipped, it will be easier than what I'm about to do. What I'm going to do is just mark one file because there's only one BRF file here that I need. So I'm going to press my spacebar next thumb key and find the BRF file.
28,088 meters 01 BRF 13.
So here's my file. And again, this just has to do with how Bard names these. We cannot control the conventioning here of how this is done, but it's 28088M01.brf. I can change the name once I download it, but if I press my spacebar again,
bottom.
We're at the bottom. We only have one BRF file here, and that's the file we want to unzip. Now, in order to unzip this file, we need to mark it. So we need to mark all of the files we want to extract. What I'm going to do is mark it by pressing backspace with L. And again, that command, think of the word long press. We're long pressing in Android world. L stands for long press. Backspace with L will mark or unmark files. And so we're going to do that. I'm going to press backspace with L to mark this file here. And it's going
28,088 meters 01 BRF marked.
All right, we heard that it said marked. Now at this point, what I need to do is open the more options. There's a new context menu item called More Options that you will find in this new entirely rebuilt version of KeyFiles. And the quick way to activate that More Options is M with backspace and enter. So M as in menu, M with space opens your context menu. If you have a file and you want to do something special with it, like compress it or zip it or different things, M with backspace and enter will open that More Options. So I've marked the file I'd like to extract. I'm going to press M with backspace and enter, and that will pop up my More Options dialog.
Pop-up window. Extract to.
You hear the first option here is extract to. So again, this option will not appear if the file is not marked. I'm going to press enter on extract to, and it's going to then bring me into a dialog that says, well, where do you want to extract this? So I'm going to press enter.
Extract to 2016
And it brings me into KeyFiles, and I might not know where I am, but let's just start from the top. So again, I pressed enter on extract to. Once I was in that More Options menu, I pressed D with space to get to drive selection.
Drive selection.
I know that I want to extract this to the Chopin music folder in my storage folder. So I'm going to press S to go to storage, to find my storage drive.
Storage.
Press enter.
30.
I'm going to open my storage drive, and now I'm going to press the letter C.
Chem.
Here's my
folder.
chem folder for chemistry. I don't want that. I'm going to press space.
Chopin music folder.
And here's my Chopin folder. This is the folder I created that I knew I want to extract this file to. I'm going to press enter to open this folder.
No items.
There's nothing here right now, but I can now press backspace with A to action that extract button. Remember, this is a new command we have in this version of KeyFiles that we demonstrated when we copied, when we moved, when we save. We can certainly find the extract button, which if I press 4, 6, and enter to move to the very bottom of my screen,
extract.
There's extract. I can press enter on that, or I can just hit backspace with A as soon as I open the location I'd like to extract to. Let's press backspace with A.
KeyFiles. 28,088 meters, 01. BRF. Marked.
Now, this one did it very fast. It essentially just extracted it and it puts me back into my downloads folder. Now, here's how we'll know whether this is unzipped or not, because I'm not actually in the Chopin music folder. I'm where I was when I extracted. If I try to open this file that's currently under my cursor,
28,088 meters, 01. BRF.
what will happen, I'm
13.70.
going to press enter on it.
Cannot open files in archives.
And it says cannot open files in archives because this is the zipped file. So again, let's find the unzipped one. Press D with space to come to drive selection.
Drive selection.
Let's press S to find our storage drive.
Storage.
Let's press enter.
Keyword.
And now, once we are in storage, let's press C to come down to our Chopin music folder.
Chem. Full Chopin music folder.
Press enter.
28,088 meters, 01. BRF. 1:31 p.m.
And I just did this, and it's 1:31 p.m. This is my file. Now, I might want to rename this opus20.brf. Certainly might be better than 28088m01.brf, but you can certainly rename. I'm going to press enter here, and it will open. We can open this in KeyBRF.
Open with KeyBRF.
So we hear that this
Use
says open with
app.
KeyBRF, and we're going to choose just once.
Always. Button. Just once. Edit box.
And now it opens. So again, we can unzip or extract files and open them without any problem on this new version of KeyFiles. This has been another snapshot tutorial video. Thank you so much, everybody. We hope this was useful, and we will be with you with plenty more videos to come. Thank you.